When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. A late season clash, week 13 here in our EA Sports College football coverage. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Maryland Terrapins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the TCU head coach. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance. But consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Bringing it out. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, TCU.
And a big question coming into this game was how were they going to be able to handle the environment and all the crowd noise? And the best way to do that, make a play early and get everybody to sit down. They wasted no time. Opening kickoff, what a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown, and guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On the run, it's Dalton. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They'll run him again. Just smothered on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Has to have it on 4th down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Williams fires quickly. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They were all over it. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put them in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Quick give. It's Dalton. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyway.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Terrapins! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's a give to Robinson. Stopped right there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Throwing, Williams makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Williams throws to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Williams on the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Williams. Under pressure. Complete downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Horned Frogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Williams looking for a man. Quick completion on the out. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Motion from the wide receiver. TCU, and they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead, and the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Dalton. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
To the ground. He's got it again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
This is a designed run. There's a crease. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Hits inside, it's Dalton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Left side, it's Dalton. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical, and he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Second down, going to throw it. He'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be and nowhere to run.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Finally, of defense, looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Looking to the big tight end. Almost picked off.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. On play action.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Here's Williams to throw. He'll be thinking about that one. Almost an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
That's pretty good, Tony.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The give on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They're really starting to build momentum. Even the deflections are going their way.
And those are frustrating because those are luck. Like you can spin it however you want, but those are just fortunate bounces. A lot of times defense in position to make a play. But here in the second quarter, still early, no need to panic, no need to get too riled up.
Williams. Can hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on 2nd down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Play fake, Williams. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dalton. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Williams. Look out. And it's a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. From the gun, running back on the move. Turns it on in midfield. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, TCU! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, it's Dalton. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Right at the line. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the San Diego State Aztecs. And it's the Nittany Lions eyeing an 8th straight victory today. It's been a dream start to the season, and this game has been no different. This fan base is fired up. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Using his feet. QB got it himself. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives them nightmares.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Trying to take it back. Past the 50. The 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. Defense looks like they're coming. A first down run in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
Bringing it back. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The run inside. It's Dalton. He's got the first down. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Looking for room straight ahead. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. At midfield, he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, TCU. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Rides to the back. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the 3rd quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Running inside. It's Dalton. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. Making the adjustment. Snapped on 4th down. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Williams fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Quick give. It's Dalton. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Dalton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Trying to establish the run. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Buys time to his left. Breaks into the open. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand it to the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? TCU calls its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Oh, pressure's coming. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Past the 6. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Here's Williams to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to escape and get it himself. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stings, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.